But preparation over the next 6 weeks is going to be key. If you run, that's great, keep running. The main key with that is you have to do something in addition to that, because continuous running and doing running with a calisthenic in between and trying to run, unless you're going to put ankle weights or run in your actual boots, trying to mimic what a 10K actually feels like in combat boots and that type of thing is very difficult to do. So we're going to put together some training programs for you to do, and I'm going to go through one quickly here so you can take that, and it's a very simple program, but at the same time it will help get you ready for this this event and make sure that you're properly prepared. So the one thing I can say about it, which is a good thing, is that at least it won't be cold. To be cold, wet, tired, and uncomfortable is a horrible thing. So on top of that, the fact that you're not going to be cold, that'll help a little bit. But the teamwork thing, I think, is going to be a main key. This type of workout, the workout that I'm actually going to put forth here, is not one that I've written. Actually, I guess I have. I've modified it from Stu Smith. He's a former Navy SEAL, and this is a workout that he has people do to get prepared for a Navy SEAL basic PT test. But it's simple, but it's effective in its overall scope. So we can provide workouts for you that are specifically made for you, but this is an overall thing that you can kind of do on your own. Starts out with 30 minutes, and let me explain kind of how this works. It's not real complicated, but at the same time you got to kind of understand how it goes. All these workouts over the 6-week time period are timed. You just time how much you're going to do a certain amount of time. You start out with 30 minutes, then 40 minutes, then 45, then 50, and then an hour. The workout's going to kind of progress in distance or length of time, and you're going to progress in the number of reps that you'll complete. Basically, the workout is you do a set of pull-ups, and every time you have to take a break. Now, this isn't a minor rest. You know, if you're going to do horizontal pull-ups, which I'll show in just a minute, for those who can't do regular pull-ups, this isn't every time you have to rest in a second in push-ups. It's every time you actually got to stop, put your knee down, that type of thing. Every time you got to take a break, longer than like a 10-second break or whatever, then it's time to run. So in a sense, what you're going to do is as many pull-ups as you can do in 12 minutes, but every time you have to take a break, you get to stop and run for a minute. So you get on the treadmill or you run outside, you take a lap, whatever, you make a 1-minute run. So you do a pull-up set, you do a 1-minute run. You do another pull-up set, 1-minute run. You keep on doing this for 12 minutes. At 12 minutes, boom, you switch. It's time to do push-ups. You're going to do push-ups for 8 minutes. Again, every time you got to stop, you're going to do another 1-minute run. Then sit-ups. Obviously, we got 10 minutes left. Sit-ups for 10 minutes. It's a running clock. As soon as you see the clock hit, the 12-minute mark, you switch to push-ups. As soon as you see the clock hit the at that point 20-minute mark, you switch to sit-ups. Okay, so that's going to be a 30-minute workout. Week 2, you're going to lengthen it to 16 minutes of pull-ups and running, 11 minutes of push-ups and running, and 13 minutes of sit-ups and running. That will make a 40-minute workout. Week 3, lengthen that same workout to 18 minutes of pull-ups or horizontal pull-ups and running, 12 minutes of push-ups, 15 minutes of sit-ups. Week 4, 20 minutes of pull-ups and running, 15 minutes of push-ups, 16 minutes of sit-ups. Make sure that number's right. 13. Let me make that. That's a mistake actually. 20 minutes of 20 minutes of pull-ups, 13 minutes of push-ups, and 16 minutes of sit-ups. Week 5, 24 minutes of pull-ups, 16 minutes of push-ups, 20 minutes of sit-ups. Obviously, as the time lengthens, there's more and more runs going to be involved, but you have to do calisthenics in between, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. The last week, week 6, this will actually be the week of the race, so you want to do it early in the week. You don't really want to do any working out, I would say, from Thursday up until Saturday. You're going to drop back down to the 30-minute workout, see how many you can do, compare it to the first time you did it. So you're going to do 12 minutes of pull-ups, 8 minutes of push-ups, 10 minutes of sit-ups. So for those of you who cannot complete a regular pull-up or have no way to spot yourself, one of the ways to do so is the horizontal pull-up. Now you can do this on a rack, on anything. You can do a TRX, you can use a rope, whatever. So you're going to lean back at 45 degrees or so and do a horizontal pull-up just like this, like a reverse incline bench press or something in that regard. Sit-ups, just as many sit-ups you can do. You can hold your feet underneath something. Push-ups. If you need to do kneeling push-ups, you can do kneeling push-ups. Obviously, you're going to be tired after you start, or you can do push-ups on a bench or whatever you can to make it easier. But that's a good overall thing to go ahead and train and get ready for your overall program. That will help you, obviously be ready for the workout, for the overall run competition. Pre-race, I'm going to plan on the Friday before the race. I haven't got a location together yet, but I think we're going to have some type of get-together event. Pizza and pasta party is a usual type pre-workout run or pre-race meal. Those things provide adequate carbohydrates and adequate sodium to help you stay hydrated and stuff during the race the next day. So we'll probably have an event with that. That will also allow us to talk strategy, because teams, I'm going to go out that day and take pictures of the individual obstacles, and we'll have those ready, so that way we can kind of get our mind wrapped around how we're going to approach this. So if you got any questions or comments, please let me know. I'm glad to have you aboard, and it's going to be a fun time.